Today I'm going to be getting the lower rear suspension knocked out. Got these laser cut parts that are making our lower control arm mounts, and they got this bracket on the back here integrated in for the coilover mounts. I've got to get this welded up together. I got some spacers on the lathe to hold my size on the inside. Also got our torque boxes for the front mounts. I got these bolts in here right now to hold the nuts. I'm going to be welding the nuts on because I was planning on using this gusset to sit in the frame, but I've decided I'm going to slide it over a little bit to tighten it up on the frame and overlap it a little. That's largely due to this, I don't know, kind of a happy little accident. I, intended on it being like this. However, due to trying to put 3 adjustment holes in here, I had to have it be at the top and bottom, and I really didn't think about that when I was doing it. But as I was holding it here, I'm like, okay, well, I could weld it like that. However, sliding it across like that, and we're pulling this in, we're tying in a lot more. I can get weld all the way across. Like, my gut says that this is a way better setup. The difference being why I gotta weld those nuts in there is it'd be real hard to get your finger in here to hold a nut otherwise when trying to make an adjustment or bolt anything on, especially laying underneath the car and then having the bar be in the way here also. But that's the plan for that. I'll have to get the frame cleaned up. But there'll be lots of welding today. I don't know how much of that'll be, good for the camera, but we'll go through getting all this stuff mounted up. Alright, today might just be the day of fixing screw-ups. If you're going to put 2 of these together, not at the same time, you really need to double check that you're not making 2 of the same side. All that welding I just did, I had to cut apart because I made 2 passenger sides. So now that that's all cut back apart, we can try again. And rather than just starting over and having to wait another week or so to get more parts, I'm just gonna cut it apart. And honestly, by the time I'm done putting this back together, other than a few little dings in here and there and some grinding marks, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference, especially after it gets some paint on it. It's a beautiful thing about paint. Hides a lot of sins. Just ask any of your favorite TV Hollywood shows. But anyway, moving on. I'm gonna get this welded back together again now, and then I'll fit it to the axle on the right side, but this is by far not the only screw up that's gonna need to get fixed today. I also got some of the other laser cut parts that I ordered for the front, and I had my spacers as far as making the slugs fit without being inside of the window I want the control arms to go into. And for some reason drew those like an 1/8 inch long on each end. So I'll be having to tack those on, and my plan is I'm just going to fill weld the spots where I made them too big and grind to fit the slugs. It'll be more than close enough. I still got the inner plates that are right though, so be able to fix that. But oh, it's gonna be a long day. And then we run out of argon. Well, that's both tanks empty. Guess I'm going on a road trip. And here's one of the mistakes on the front section. This will be one of the gussets for the lower suspension mount. Frame rail goes in here, and then the front plate mount also. So as you can see, this is too big. That fits nice though. So I'm gonna push it all to one side, tack this in, and then I'll fill in the weld up there and grind it back down to fit so that this plug will be able to flip over and go in from the other side and touch the flange all the way around. Notice I laid out parts to be opposite this time. If you don't learn from mistakes, then you ain't learning. Alright, now that I got the bracket on, weld it back together. I had to grind the IDs just a little bit. Some of that's from welding on it. Some of it's, I probably should have upsized it slightly just so the laser gave it a little bit of clearance when it cut. But now it's pretty much self-aligning at this point. So we just got to get it to where we're at the right distance from the frame, which I'll need to measure out. And then I designed it with vertical faces, front and back, so I could take my angle gauge and put it on here and just level it out. And just so that I'm clear, the rear end is at the pinion angle that I'm probably going to need, give or take a degree. So I'd be real easy to just mount this with it at 90 degrees, and I know that the arm is going to be level. I've also got the other one tacked on already, so I'll make sure that they match also. At which point then I can bolt on the shock tower mount and make sure that that shock is sitting at perfectly 90 as well before putting on the upper mount. boxes in, got the lower mounts welded on, I got the coilover towers welded on, I got all the Watts link mounts welded on. Other than the upper link, this is the rear suspension. And I really don't want to get started on that upper link until after I get the main hoop in, because it'll be tied into the main hoop. To do the decoupled 3-link, I'm going to have upper and lower mounts for both of the different arms. So, I mean, I really don't want to get into guessing where all that's going to end up until I have the main hoop in, because it will definitely be tied into the main hoop. Depending on how long I make the arm, it'll either be in plane with the main hoop or maybe even slightly forward. And if it's forward, I'll need tie down, probably back down onto the inner frame rail, whether it's down here or up here. It could be anything, and I really don't have a plan for that yet. I need to see it in real space first. So that'll probably have to wait until after I get the body on the car and get the main hoop in and start on the cage. So it would be a little while before that, but otherwise I still got holes I need to weld up in the rear end from the old brackets and stuff. I still got to put brake brackets on and deal with a few other things as far as the rear end concerned, but none of that is actually related to the chassis at this point. And after all that welding and grinding some rust off and stuff before welding, if you can't tell, it's super smoky in here, so I think it's time for lunch.